Oh my God, it's your birthday month or like season or whatever. I'm so stoked for Cancer season. As a Gemini, as much as I do love the mental back and forth of Gemini season, I'm still pretty stoked that we're actually in Cancer season. It's like everybody's in their feelings and kind of, out of their head and hopefully taking a level of action. I do want to say this. I do want to give a shout out to one of my favorite Cancers in the world. Her name is Anna, and she is fucking amazing. Anna, if you're watching this, I love you, and I can only imagine what greatness is coming to you for your birthday month. So I just wanted to give you a shout out. With that being said, this is your weekly love reading. Okay, this should resonate for Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to receive alerts for when I post my readings. Also, too, the Empress just flies out. They're like, yes. Also, too, those of you that are cross-watching, welcome. This can be your situation or your partner's. It kind of just depends. Also, too, like I said earlier, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to receive alerts for when I post my readings. Also, too, please feel free to comment. What I've been realizing is reading your guys' comments, it's like, oh shit, a lot of people are going through the same thing. And sometimes we think it's just us, when in reality, we have a whole group of people that are going through the same, situation, maybe just minor details. So it's really good to kind of connect and see how other people are, handling the situations. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you always can do so at aaftarot.com, or you can click on the link in the comment or the description below. With that being said, Cancer, let's go ahead and hop into your reading. All right, who is Cancer's person of interest? Who's Cancer dealing with right now romantically? Okay, Nine of Cups. You possibly can be dealing with a Pisces. Okay, how does Cancer feel about them romantically? How does Cancer feel about this person romantically? Woo! Okay, Ten of Swords reversed. Beautiful. Beautiful. I like it when, because Ten of Swords is definitely Gemini, right? So when you're coming out of Gemini, it's like you're getting out of your head and then you're kind of hopping back into the sense of, okay, let's turn this pain into power and let's see where it goes from here. What is the current situation or issue with Cancer and their person of interest romantically? Situation or issue with Cancer and their okay. Prince of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or Gemini. More so I read this as Pisces and Gemini. Okay. What is the current external influence or block? Cancer. Ooh, that just flew out. Nine of Pentacles, maybe a Virgo. Or this can be a work situation. I just want to say this. I'm going to give you the information and you can see it's predominantly, you have heavy cup focus here. But just take the, how do I explain this? Take the characteristics more so of your love life versus the signs. Because all of us have have the hiccups. We have multiple signs in our chart. So it's kind of hard just to pinpoint one when there's so many different attributes that I think a lot of us don't even explore. All right, I'm done talking. What is the best potential outcome here for Cancer and the romantic partner? Okay, the Chariot, forward movement. Yes, I love that. So first things first, you guys can also be dealing with an Aries, Virgo, or Gemini, or even someone that has a Cancer Mercury, or Mercury in Cancer, I should say. Now, the first thing that I am picking up, I do want to say this, is this person is very much about communication, right? They're funny, they're relentless. I think that there's a level of unpredictability about them that makes them really exciting and fun. And there was a possibility where, you've met this person, possibly at school, at work, or in your community. I do want to say that. Also, too, something that's kind of interesting is this person, even if they don't express it to you, because I feel like they do hide this aspect of them, you know, they're very sensitive and dreamy, and they are a romantic partner. And I think that at times you sense, or there is a level of irritability, or maybe like they're not paying attention, and there's an insecurity with that I feel like, Cancer, you have the ability of helping them with. It's like you offer them support, true love, and compassion linked with, you know, a level of spirituality. And I do think that this is somebody who is your soulmate 127%. So I just want to throw that out there. Also, too, I think, you know, the reason that you and this person are great with each other is because there's a level here with freedom. It's like you give them their freedom, they give you yours. You know, there's an intellectual vibration between the two of you that's not really, that doesn't have to be said. And like this person very much views themselves as an idea person with a love of variety and the ability to adapt to a lot of situations. They're very romantic, they're resourceful, they're witty, they're fun-loving, they're curious, flexible, definitely accommodating. I think at times, you know, how they go about expressing things may be either not at all, or maybe they come across as very non-committal or irresponsible or inconsistent. However, a lot of people are attracted to them because, you know, they're curious and they're friendly and they're wit. It's just something that you can't necessarily put, you know, put your hand on. And I also think too, which is kind of interesting, you know, you and this person definitely speak the same love language. And I also feel like too, you know, you both require a level of mental stability. And I think that, you know, there's a lot of jokes that go back and forth. And also, you know, you have the ability to adapt to kind of like the ups and the downs and, you know, all that type of jazz. So I just want to say that. Now, you guys together, I definitely feel like, you know, this is something that's going to take work. It's very practical. You know, you have to be very practical with your details and just understand that your partner is very trustworthy and loving. So, you know, just kind of keep that in mind, that more so it may play on that very logical aspect of themselves, okay? Now, Nine of Cups here. So, this person definitely can be from, let's see, from another race or culture, possibly. Also, too, you know, this person definitely is into the finer things in life, you know. They really do enjoy the finer aspects. I am getting that strongly, especially with that Nine of Cups. You know, that's definitely Jupiter and Pisces. This person has a very unique way of looking at things. And even if it's not expressed, you know, in their head, there's so many things that are going on here with what they want to do or what they can do. And I also feel like this person tends to have quite a few people around them. Queen of Cups. Okay, there you are, Cancer. So Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, or this, you know, definitely is Cancer energy. I feel like this person is very, they need a level of security, and I feel like you provide that. They need a level of stability. And information about Cancer's person of interest. Woo! It is somebody from your past that may be coming back around, because you do have Judgment. So that can be Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, or Capricorn, or it even can be a Libra as well. I feel like this person is having a hard time balancing out like the head and the heart, right? I think that this person is very much into making everyone happy, providing a level of harmony, like inside the life, you know, laying down anything that doesn't suit them and really trying to stand like above the shit. Like that's kind of how I feel. I do think though, this person does have a very challenging time balancing both. And I think maybe that's where they get in trouble, Cancer. I also feel like too, with Judgment, this person is coming back around. So you may not be talking to them at the moment. Like they may just be somebody who's constantly on your mind. However, I do feel like they're coming back, and they're coming back pretty strong. Give me more information here for Cancer. Okay. You have the Chariot with the Four of Pentacles. I do think that this is a slower kind of push. Like this person really was in their head about exactly how they wanted to move forward. They had to make sure that it was right. definitely Capricorn, it was like, what's best for me, right? Like, okay, I have this, but how exactly do I give that to someone else if I'm not completely right? Okay, so that's definitely coming in here with the Four of Pentacles. I also feel like you and this person have spent a lot of time with one another, and even if you're not speaking, this card is all about the fact that the coals are still burning hot, meaning like just because there's not a fire, right, per se, like active flames, there still is something here that's burning that still is continuing. It's a long-lasting sensation that has, you know, the ability to withstand like a period of time. And I do feel like that's because of you, Cancer. I also feel like for you, this can be you or your partner. They feel like, you know, they've been waiting to touch you. And it's almost like a conquest. It's like a back and forth thing where it's like, okay, I don't say anything, then they say something. Or they say something, then I don't say something. It's very much like a back and forth kind of game. However, I do feel like this person senses that you're at the point where you're upset. You're like, no, you need to come get my ass or else, you know, I'm done. Like, I'm tired of the games. I'm tired of us pretending like we don't care about each other. Like, you need to come get me. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how I'm viewing the situation with this person. Strongly, actually. Very, very strongly. It's like this person is affecting your mood. And maybe you're affecting their mood as well. Now, how you feel about them is the Ten of Swords. Can you give me more information here on this Ten of Swords? Why is it reversed? With the Strength card. You know, I think that you've probably had to do something that was outside of your comfort zone, especially with Leo. You know, you may have had to feel like you had to fight for something you love, right? Because Leo is all about matters of the heart. That's I am. That's fighting your ego and doing something that's for the best, but not necessarily best for you, right? I also think with the Strength here, you know, you're ready to settle down, but it's also like you're challenging. Like you want to fight for this person. You want this person to know how much you mean about them. Like, think about Leo. Like, Leo is very persistent, right? They're very stubborn. They're very, you know, practical. They're very, you know, once they love somebody, they love somebody. And I feel like for you guys, you've made up your mind, like, no matter how much hurt has gone on here, you want to fight for this. And I think that that's beautiful. More information here for Cancer and their person of interest. Okay, Four of Wands, Venus and Aries. You know, this also can be somebody that you want to settle down with, somebody that you want to have kids with, possibly an Aquarius or a Taurus or Leo. You know, I think that this is a person that you've hoped for. I feel like you view this person as, you know, they have a lot to offer. You know, this person does have a significant amount to offer you, and I feel like you're just waiting for them to make that offer. However, I do think because the King of Pentacles is coming up here, either they're married or maybe you're married to them, or because there's a lot of people watching, right? So I have to give kind of multiple scenarios. Or the fact that it's the King of Pentacles, that's Taurus. Even though that's a masculine sign, Taurus tends to be a very feminine side. So this person is kind of, you view them as, you know, the one that makes the decisions or the one that can, you know, forward the relationship. But right now I feel like they're very kind of standoffish and a little bit passive when it comes to you. And I just think that you guys need to have a conversation. What is Cancer like about their person of interest? What is Cancer like about their person of interest? One more time. What is Cancer like about their person of interest romantically? Death. Okay, maybe there was something here that had to end in order for something new to begin. What's the energy of death? The Eight of Swords with the Strength card. You know, like I said, I do think that you had to get out of your head about talking to this person. That's definitely Gemini, Jupiter and Gemini. You know, you had to get out of your head with the what ifs. Well, what happens if I do this? How do they respond? Where do I go from here? Do I just say fuck it and just try to like get their attention? You know, there's definitely something here about wanting to, Libra, Queen of Swords it, and that's also Cancer as well, and just say, fuck it, you know, I can't make this balance. I don't know why this person isn't talking to me or why this person isn't reaching out to me, so I'm just going to have to cut it. However, I feel like you've done it in a very sexual manner where now this person is very much in deep thought about you. Like, I feel like this person, you or this person, is dropping subliminal hints to them and letting them know that you're definitely thinking about them, letting them know that you're watching them, letting them know that, you know, you're not going to give up. Oh, and this is the Queen of Wands. So Aries or Cancer. Also, too, I feel like you're the one that's definitely taking control of the situation. You're the one that's kind of going after this person versus reverse. And I think that you're just waiting for everything to kind of come in together. What, one more time, what does Cancer not like about this person of interest? About their person of interest romantically? The Page of Swords. It can be the fact that they've blocked you. Maybe they're not talking. Or it also can be, too, the things that they're saying are just kind of fucked up. Right? It's like just like the beginning. Okay? 9 of Cups. And remember, we have the 9 of Cups over here. It also can be, too, that you are overly emotional about this person, right? Like, anytime I think of the 9 of Cups, I think of a level of abundance, but it's like too much. You know what I mean? It's like something that you had to walk away from, but then retrack your steps and come back into it and approach it in a different manner. Now it's like an overflow of emotions because I feel like you've had to relive something with this person. What have they had to relive? And I feel like it's very strong, the 7 of Swords. So either, you know, the fact that you're not talking to this person, the fact that there was lies, there was deceit. It was like something that's just started and it's like some level of forgiveness is needed, you know, between you and this person in order to have that level of forward movement here. And, you know, I feel like for whatever reason with that 7 of Swords, it's kind of interesting because this is definitely Moon in Aquarius. So there's something that's hidden from you. And there maybe it's, you know, you're hidden from them or they're hidden from you, right? But it's something, you know, you feel like there is a level of distraction here. And whatever that distraction is, it's helping you fixate on this person even more. And I think that that's what, you know, where that level of anxiety or that level of like feeling an influx of emotions is coming from. It's kind of crazy how it seems like it's all rushing in at one time. And maybe your time with this person, it wasn't enough, right? Like the beginning wasn't enough for you, but it was a beginning. And I think that for you, it's like emotions came on so strong that now it's like, well, fuck, now what do I do? Right? Now you have to try to preserve whatever you've had and really try to examine things and figure out like why you have all these emotions towards this person. The current situation is a Prince of Cups. So obviously there's something that's seeking or exploring, you know, inspiring. Pisces, this is definitely Pisces or Gemini energy. So, you know, something definitely needs to be communicated. What needs to be communicated? The Sun. Okay, like I am, right? Matters of the heart. Something needs to be communicated to you saying like, hey, I see you. Hey, you're special to me. Hey, you know, don't think because I've not responded that I'm not thinking about you. I'm waiting to come back and see you. 3 of Wands. I'm watching you. 3 of Wands is also, I think that's Mars and Aries. So it's also about, you know, not taking a level of action just yet until, you know, they've weighed out everything. It's also waiting, you know, it's like, I feel like sometimes like the 3 of Wands, it's taking action, but when you're physically in front of this person. It's taking action when you know that you can win because that 3 is going to the 4, right? So I do feel like this person is very passionate, but they're waiting to see you. And it can be because they're gone on a work trip because you do have the 8 of Pentacles here. Maybe they're out learning something. They're a teacher or, you know, they're being taught something new. They can be in a different country, learning a new skill or a trade. However, or this can be the fact that you and this person just working together, you know, having something that you need to build together in order to, you know, forward this relationship. How does Cancer feel about the current situation or issue between them? The Fool. I think for you, you may have had some type of, you know, emotional outburst with this person. It's Cancer season. You already know what happens during that time. You know, I'm trying to love you. Just let me fucking cook your ass some food, please. But But I definitely feel like whatever was said or whatever you're trying to convey to this person, Five of Swords, definitely Aquarius, Venus, whatever was said to this person, they've seen, okay, and they've really taken the time to digest it. And I think that the one thing with Aquarius that I've realized is that they're not somebody who automatically, you know, jumps at something. They need a period of time to process it, which really surprised me, because out of all the air signs, Aquarius is one of them that has to kind of decompress the situation and really pick apart what's there versus what's not there. And then you have the Emperor. So, you know, I think for you guys, you know, for you, Cancer, I definitely feel like you think that the power is in their hands, and now you're waiting for them to react. Am I right? Is Cancer waiting for their person of interest to respond? Yeah, Queen of Cups. Look at you. You're like, come on. Come on. Come back to mama. Come on. Just right there. All right. Like, I love this card because it looks like he's like literally like putting his head in between her boobs. It's like, if I die, I die. You know what I mean? It's like one of those type of things, and I love it. You know, I just think for you guys, you just want to nurture them. You just want to hold them. You just want to show how you feel through physical touch. And I think for you, the moment that you have that embrace with them, you can express everything, all those emotions that are coming through completely. And when that happens, it's going to be beautiful. Now, as an external influence, we do have the Nine of Pentacles here. So that's definitely Venus and Virgo. And that, you know, can be the fact that this person is trying to get their money right. This person is really, you know, in a space where they're trying to figure out everything as a whole. Like, why is the Nine of Pentacles here for a block? Or it can be legit money. Moon, okay? Something's hidden. Cancer or Pisces. What's being hidden here? The Hermit, okay? This person may have gone on some type of spiritual awakening. And I know that sounds crazy, but there's a lot more people that are doing it. And maybe they needed that time by themselves to, you know, to really get into what it means to them. You know what I mean? They needed time to figure out where they wanted their life to go without any type of distractions. And I feel like now they have a level of results here because we do have the nines, as well as, you know, they're going in an inevitable direction right now with their life. How would Cancer feel about this? Woo, that just flipped out. King of Cups, Three of Pentacles. So Scorpio, Leo, and also you have Capricorn Mars here. Mars and Capricorn. How you would feel about the situation, honestly, is that when this person comes back, they are your partner. They're your match. Look, we have the King of Cups, Queen of Cups. I definitely feel like there's something that's changed. I think that this person has definitely worked on themselves. I feel like they've built a level of stability, a level of structure, you know, and I feel like they're more confident with approaching you and giving you what you want, or giving you what you're requesting or what you're asking for. I'm definitely sensing that very heavily. Whoa, whoa, too many. Hold on. How does Cancer's person of interest feel about the block or the situation? Okay, Three of Swords. I mean, this may have been something that was really hard for them. You know, think about it. It's like they had to make a hard choice that ultimately broke their heart. You know what I mean? Like, to go from the Two of Swords to the Three of Swords, that's a decision that's made that didn't end well. You know what I mean? That's a decision that was made that, you know, came back to bite them in the ass. Why? Why do they feel the Three of Pentacles? Because of the Nine of Swords reversed. Okay? Because I feel like with the Nine of Swords reversed, that reverts back to the Eight of Swords. You know, that's definitely just feeling trapped. That's feeling like, you know, you're trapped in your thoughts and you don't have a place of forward movement. It's also, you know, something that's very challenging to get out of if you really think about it. You know, it's like bad news. It's just a lot of obstacles in which this person has had to adjust or react. And also, too, it's like they're finally coming out of a weird mental state about the situation and having to figure out, where do I go from here? Is it the Ten of Swords? Or is it the King of Pentacles? Like, you know, no, it's the Ten of Cups. You see what I'm saying? So there's something here that this person really figures out during this time period. And maybe it's crazy because the Ten of Swords, maybe that Ten of Swords is something that they changed, or your Ten of Swords reversed is now this Ten of Cups. However, it's like this person has this illusion that, okay, everything's going to be okay. That's Mars and Pisces. Like, I'm going to approach this in a very positive light. I'm going to approach it in a manner where I remember where I came from. I remember the things that I've done. And I'm going to, you know, broach the subject where I am very successful. And I'm tired of putting a level of distance in between us. Ten of Wands, King of Pentacles. You see, like, this person doesn't like the fact that, like, they're scared that if they put more distance or more time in between you and them, it's like they're going to lose you forever. And I think that that's what's very scary to this person, because they know that you deserve a level of clarity with your emotions. Especially those that have a Cancer Venus. You need that level of security in order to feel comfortable with what you're giving. And it's not just a surface level thing. And I think that this person is really seeing that maybe, Cancer, you love them for them. And, you know, you're willing to make a sacrifice in order for that person to have that. How does Cancer feel about that? How does Cancer feel about this person worried about the distance or the time? The World. You're like, listen, I'm not about to sit on top of this world forever. So you need to make up your goddamn mind. You know, my ass is up here hurting. I need some more cushion. Like, I don't know. It's just, it's crazy to me how much you and this person, it's like you complete each other. And I think that's what you really think. Like, stop playing. Like, let's just be together. All it takes is that one action. All it takes is that one conversation. You know, that's Sagittarius. It's taking that journey and allowing yourself to explore, you know, what there is to offer, as well as healing along the way. And I feel like for whatever reason, Cancer, you feel like you can heal this person. And I think that you and this person are very stubborn. You both are stubborn. However, here's the Two of Cups. Venus and Cancer, you do love one another. Very, very strongly. It was like love at first sight. So I think for you and them, this time apart or this time away, whether it's a level of distance or talking or anything, you're waiting for things to be restored back to normal so that you can have, you know, your balance back, your partnership, your level of duality, and you and this person really do that for one another. As your outcome, you have the Chariot. So obviously someone's coming back home, or there is some type of forward movement in whatever direction. If you'd like to know more about that, as well as how does your partner feel about you, what are their, like, not hopes with you romantically, but what are their intentions? What are they hiding? Their next actions, advice, and then the outcome card. Please feel free to click on the Vimeo link below. That will take you right to Vimeo. You guys can purchase a reading. For those of you that this has brought enough clarity, I love you so much, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.